Hi, I'm Brian from Leisure Travel Vans, and today we're going to be looking at the new Wonder RL Murphy bed. I'm going to show you how it works, so come on with me and we'll take a look. So first thing we want to do, there's a travel lock in the back corner there. There's a sticker that indicates where that is. We're going to make sure that's disengaged before we try operating the bed. So travel lock is located right here. It's disengaged now. Next step we want to do is we're going to pull these cushions out of the way to make sure they're not getting pinched in the bed. Next we've got this support right here. It just pulls out, it's clipped in place, and it'll engage. There's a rod right here that holds it in place. So once we have that up, so I'm going to bring the bed down now and bring it all the way down until it's all the way down and your bed is made. So with every mattress there is a mattress cover that's included with it that goes on top of the mattress to protect it, and there's also a strap right here that you can use to keep your bedding in place while the bed is folding up. Okay, to bring the bed back up, like I said, you can leave your bedding in there using the strap to keep it in place, and you have to hit this button. Once the bed is fully up, you can lower this again. There's an arm right here, like I said. It just has a release that you need to push up on it like this, and then it can lower down, and you'll notice that it'll clip in place. So when you are traveling down the road, you want to get going, make sure you'll have the travel lock engaged, otherwise there's a chance that there's going to be added pressure on the bed. So just always engage that travel lock whenever you're moving down the road. So in the back of the Wonder RL, there's also a set of footrests that you can pull out. So right underneath here, underneath this skirt, there is a footrest that pulls out, and it can also lift up like this to give you a bit of an angle and a little added support. You can even bring it in to make that contour there a little more comfortable in the back. To put it back in, move it forward, push it back down, and just make sure that this skirt is out of the way when you're bringing it back in. So on this galley configuration, we have a fold down counter extension as well. So to fold that down, there's a catch up on top here. You release that and then fold that down and it'll sit flush with the countertop. So on the Wonder RL, you'll find a lot of the electrical components found underneath the driver dinette seat. To access those components, you can remove the cushions, and you'll find some seat webbing. You can actually look through the webbing to see a lot of what's going on inside there. Plus the surge protector display is right here, so you can read that. Inside here you're going to find things like the surge protector, the transfer switch, the DC-DC charger, as well as the breaker panels, and like I say, quite a few other electrical components. If you need to find something, it more than likely will be located inside here as far as the electrical is concerned. Okay, on the Wonder RL, it has a table base that's mounted right here between the dinettes. The table is located underneath the passenger dinette. There's a door that opens up right here. This is where you're going to find the table leg, as well as the lagoon mount that mounts onto this table leg. So that'll just go on like this. You loosen off this handle, slide that in place, and then lock it down. The table is also stored in here. If I pull that out, you can see how it has that mount for the lagoon mount. That also just clips in or drops in place right here. You can see how it'll just drop in place like that. And so this table, you can also lock it in place here, stop it from turning this way, and another lock over here to stop it from swiveling that way. So again, you can loosen everything off here, swivel it around, and you can also fold these leaves out if you need a little more room. Just like that. So this lagoon mount can be used up front here, and the same table and setup with the lagoon mount can be taken to the back of the coach. So if we just take this lagoon mount off, we'll head to the back. There's a mount located right here in the back area. So again, same as the front, we're going to slide that down into that dovetail. And if you can't turn the handle, that's what this button's for. If you press this button, you can rotate the handle and then start tightening it again. So again, just as in the front, the table drops right in place right there. And if you find that the table is too high or too low, that can be adjusted on the dovetail mount that's mounted onto the lounge. In the back of the Wonder RL, there's a set of two windows right here. If you notice the top window, it does have a blind that comes down to cover that window, but this one's not long enough to go all the way down. So there's also an auxiliary curtain that can be installed. It has a snap at this end and a snap at this end. The bottom window has the curtain to cover it up, and the top has this blind, which slides behind these catches to hold it in place. Okay, underneath the lounge in the back here, there's actually some storage that you can access as well. To get at that, remove these two cushions again. Lift up from the front here, and you can see there's a lot of extra storage there for you.